Finally, in this block, another innovation. You all know about pheromones. They're incredibly important in being able to attract mates to each other, in addition to other kinds of pheromones, of course. This particular application here that we're going to be looking at with Barrix from India is specific to the pheromones that, in particular, specific insects have for, exude. And then, of course, there's the whole issue of how you take care of them once you attract them. And this is very, very interesting. Lokesh Makam from Barrix.
Thank you, Rohit. Good morning to everyone. I'm Lokesh Makam from India. I started Barrix in 2011. Prior to this, I come from the pharmaceutical industry background, having a rich experience in the formulations, wherein developing the drug, designing the molecules and all. So our mission is to synthesize pheromones, design the pheromone product applications for the use of the farmers as an alternatives to the insecticides. We want to help create the world to use 1/3 less of insecticides because they are falling to our plates very badly. So why is that? Is because farmer doesn't have the alternate. So what we are planning is to become the global company. So let me explain a small context in comparable to the India, where in spite of having $2.5 billion rapidly growing insecticide market in India, we have still $26 billion worth of food crop loss due to the pre-harvest loss by these pests. So what is the problem is Indian farmers are using the pesticides very excessively, and they are spurious and usable in usage of these pesticides at wrong time. So what's happening is like it's creating a terrible environmental and health impacts. So likewise, overuse of pesticides in high residue levels limiting agriculture exports also. So most biopesticides sold in India as an alternative, which has came 10 years back, even today are again highly spurious, and they are not working to the extent what they have to be delivered. So what's the need is like the farmers requires badly the alternatives to these pesticides. So that is what we have started the journey, and this is almost 5th year. So what we do is we develop, market, distribute, and integrated pest management technology products as an effective alternative tools to these insecticides, including proprietary synthesized pheromones which have been delivered through this unique nano coring code technology which we have developed it through the innovation traps. So at Barrix, we have focused on pheromone traps as the key technology for effective integrated pest management. Pheromone traps, how does it work? So here what we are doing is like, let me explain you in a small gist as there are a lot of pheromones. One is about the sex pheromones, where the females exudates these sex pheromones to attract the male. So what our traps does is, pheromones brings to these male flies into the traps, and then now we are replacing this sex with the horror of murder. So what is good about current pheromone traps is they are target specific, cost effective, eco-friendly, because they are not coming in touch with the crop. What's bad is these pheromones are highly dispersal, unstable, and then not that easy to synthesize also in a bulk level. So what we have expertise in this is, we have synthesized the pheromones which are isomeric specific in nature, and the purity is very high and easily scalable. So, and they are stable at room temperatures. So, no need of required, because these are all highly volatile in nature. So, how this can be used in the farm or field conditions is to a certain extent of like 10 days, 30 days, and 90 days, which we spell about, is to have that work in the field, is we have to develop a proper technology wherein this pheromones will be dispersed to the air in a proper way. So that is what we have, the second technology platform, that is core-in-core NPG matrix dispersal technology. So that I will explain you in the later slide. So innovative traps is the one which is been devised and designed in such a way like these flies have different fly patterns, flying behaviors and all. So depending on that, we have constructed these innovation traps, and then through which these flies will be get trapped in. So what is this core-in-core NPG matrix dispersal technology? Is like the pheromones, the instability of these pheromones is being taken care, making them, putting in such a platform where these pheromones are stable until it is released in the field conditions. So this is how the molecules of the pheromones get entrapped in the matrices of the spaces between the molecules of these picogels and then the nanogel particles, so that what's the advantage of this technology is this. So every pheromone can be incorporated in, and the sustained release, controlled release, metered release, timed release, and dose release can be achieved by this technology. So this technology, the real key is like it enables the pheromone to be used in the field conditions properly, which have never been used till date. So we are going to launch 18 new molecules or the 18 new product applications in the farm field by next 2 years, and this is how the product is. So they will be in different forms and designs, and they are as per the particular species which will be kept in the farms, and then it will be trapped in. So I launched Barrix in 2011, and for the last few years, while core-in-core NPG matrix dispersal technology has been getting developed, simultaneously I was selling some of the products with the current technology which they are being, by improving that and fine-tuned for the farmers' use, and these are the products which has been used. Almost 500 varieties of the pests can be trapped in with this, using these products. So here are some of the photos which you can look at, how they are working in the field conditions and the report and the results. That first slide is having almost 7,000 flies trapped in. So you can look at this performance is from 2.5 minutes to 2.5 days. So I'm proud about that. What are the achievements which we have made till date is like building the robust marketing dealer network with 2,040 distributors, dealers 2,040 and 62 distributors, and spread it across in 12 Indian states with a sales force of 177 people, and it's counting. So our 12-person R&D team has been working overtime, almost 20 years a day, and 20 hours a day, sorry. And we have a strong IP pipeline of 28 patents in various stages, right from the process to the product. So finally, we successfully raised $200,000 in series in the seed round, and then $1 million in the Series A from Omnivore and then CIIE partner. So all this credit goes to my team, which I have been taken from diverse backgrounds, and their expertise in developing these pheromones, synthesizing and marketing it. So all these things has been achieved with $1.2 million. So to take the company to the next level, which we have the products with us, is we are looking at to raise $9 million. So which will be utilized to construct the manufacturing plant, which is EPA compliant facility, through which we can export the entire product applications to entire world, and this will be a couple of billion-dollar markets for each molecule what we have synthesized. Meanwhile, the product comes out from this new facility and entering into the new markets. IPs have been getting registered, and then our scale-up programs, marketing scale-ups will be occurring at India and the other neighboring countries. So this is how the product is been there. Thank you.
So the whole point of adaptive innovation, right? You establish new ways of being able to do things using traditional infrastructure, and traps and so on have been traditionally used in those markets for quite some time. Philippe.
Two questions, Lokesh. First, what is the incentive for the customer to switch from applications to your system? And then the second question is, how adaptive would this be for large-scale agriculture as opposed to small scale?
Wherever the pesticides are being used, our products can be used over there. First thing, it may be a small farmer having an quarter acre, that's the land holding size in India, to 1,000 hectares. It can be used, length and breadth. And then when it comes to the cost, it is only around $15 he has to spend per hectare, and then his savings by reducing the pesticides or the time, labor, everything will be not less than $100. And then there is an increase in the yield up to 20 to 57%, which we have recorded in. Because we are going to save the pre-harvest loss.
Roger.
So you didn't mention anything about your synthesis of these pheromones or what the total cost of those are. It kind of comes back to this question about how broadly could this be used in row crops, for example.
This can be easily synthesized where we have those stages, and the scale-up program is also like very easy, and then making these pheromones to come into the market at the affordable price to the farmers.
Sorry, Tom.
So these pheromones attract male flies, and you're trapping male flies. How do you control females?
Here I have explained there are a lot of different variety of pheromones. One is the sex pheromones, aggregate pheromones, defensive pheromones, group calling, making group pheromones, and some few pheromones it can attract the both sexes over there. So one was that context. One, when male is not there, the female cannot lay any eggs. So that's what the idea behind the sex pheromones, how it is going to control. So, and then if it is going to lay the eggs, it has to come to the host. The host is our food crop.
Do you have to develop specific pheromones for different insect species?
Yeah, there are around 20 to 30 pests of high risk length and breadth in the world, which are devastating. So for that, around 15 to 20 pheromones are there. So around 7 to 8 products takes care of that.
Great. Did you acquaint them with your sex and murder thing, Lokesh? Did he? Oh, good. Okay. Karen, you obviously were sleeping through that. I mean, you need to be able to understand
Rohit?
what sex versus murder. Yes. Oh, hi, Vipar.
Have you looked at the effect on beneficial insects? Question one.
No, this is species specific. Absolutely, there will be no harm to the beneficial insects or a neutral insects which doesn't come and fall into the farm.
And how often do they have to be replaced? What's the lifetime?
How here we are using this delivery dispersion technology platform. We are fine tuning this release rate of these pheromones in such a way, like they have to use only one pheromone lure for the entire period. Like there may be cropping is from not 30 days to 90 days. So one lure is sufficient to take care of that entire season.
Thank you, Lukesh. We're going to have a